Hello guys, in this video we are going to study about open vial policy, a topic from PSM, right? So what actually is open vial policy? Open vial policy means that once a vaccine vial has been opened, can it be used after 6 hours or not, right? For example, there are few vaccines, for example, oral polio vaccine, hepatitis B vaccine. Once they are opened, you open the seal, then you give it to 4 people. For example, you give it to 4 people. Now still the vaccine contains so much vaccine, the vaccine vial contains so much amount of vaccine that it can be given to 6 more people. So what you do, you keep it in the refrigerator, you give it put it in the cold chain, and then you use in the next day. That we will use and give to 6 people next day. So this can be done for few vaccine vials, for example oral polio vaccine and hepatitis B vaccine. But this particular thing cannot be done for few vaccines. For example, BCG, rotavirus, measles, MR, MMR, and Japanese encephalitis. These are the vaccines that once you open, you have to use the whole vial within 6 hours, right? So you cannot keep it outside. And if you keep it outside and give it the next day, for example you give MMR the next day after opening, what will happen? You will end up the patient or end up the person who was taking the vaccine in toxic shock syndrome, right? So you cannot give, right? So once opened, the vaccine vial is opened, so it can be given till 6 hours, right? After 6 hours, if it is used, right, some vaccines can be used, right? So in then open vial policy works. Open vial policy means that ओपन वायल पॉलिसी विल वर्क फॉर दोज कि हम लोग वायल को ओपन किए एंड उसके बाद 6 घंटा बाद भी आई कैन यूज, राइट? एंड देर आर फ्यू वैक्सीन दैट आर वंस ओपन you have to use within 6 hours, then you cannot use, right? So here open vial policy doesn't work, right? So where does open vial policy doesn't work? Where does open vial policy doesn't work, right? First one is BCG. Once opened, BCG cannot be used after 6 hours. Then rotavirus vaccine, okay? Then measles or MR or MMR, both, means all three. Then lastly Japanese encephalitis. So this is the list that you have to remember somehow, extremely important list, where open vial policy does not, please read it nicely, does not. I have not told you it does work. I told you where it does not work, because question will be asked in these 4 options only, right? They will tell you or give you like which of the following you cannot use after 6 hours, or which of the following you can use after 6 hours.